Yeah, it's the Saints anthem. Umbrellas, we gon' be alright.
Yeah.
Umbrellas,
What's happening?
got Vilma back. Umbrellas,
Shout out to Governor Reese.
Umbrellas,
The Saints anthem, we need a new one. I'ma play it until you give me a new one. This one, oh, Jonathan Bill was not a Saint anymore. Yeah. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Uncle L, and I'm back. You know, I'm here. I gotta, give a little commentary regarding the Saints OTAs and different things like that. I've been dealing with this new podcast that I've started on my other channel, and I've kind of put a lot of effort into it, so I've kind of neglected you guys, and I want to apologize and let you know that I'm back. Uncle L is here to give you some Saints update, give you some NBA playoff updates, things like that, some NFL updates in the offseason. I might even talk about, Sha'Carri Richardson is running tomorrow. Is it tomorrow or today? I believe it's tomorrow, and that heat is going to be fire. All of the names are there. All of the big players are there. So we might talk about that as well. But right now, doing this podcast, I just want to talk about, and I got to talk about it, man. I need to talk about why is the national media so fixated on acting like the Saints are just going to just fall off a cliff. Like, hey, they lost Sean Payton. They lost Drew Brees. Jameis Winston has one leg. Michael Thomas doesn't want to practice. Alvin Kamara might go to jail. They have all of these excuses as if every other team doesn't have an excuse. You know what I'm saying? Like Tom Brady is back and he's 49 or 50. I don't know how old. Tom Brady's old. I don't know how old Tom Brady is. Tom Brady is old. And Bruce Arians, their head coach, is now, I don't know what he's doing. They just gave him, it's like, hey, guy, we don't want you here. We'll pay you to get out of the way. So they paid Bruce Arians to kind of go reorganize offices in the building somewhere. I don't know. He's probably cleaning toilets. Bruce Arians is gone. Everyone has new situations to deal with. Kansas City Chiefs had to deal with Patrick Mahomes. Just throw it up for grabs to Marquez Valdez, Valdez Stanley. MVS. Can he throw it to MVS and just throw it down the field and hope he's down there like he used to do Tyreek Hill? Who knows? We don't know. We know that the Falcons has Marcus Mariota, who I actually like Mariota. I'm a fan of Mariota. I have my Samoan brothers and sisters who I love dearly. I like Mariota. I want him to succeed. I want him to not win a game against the Saints. We have the Carolina Panthers who are still looking at Baker Mayfield. Why are you looking at Baker Mayfield right now? I have no idea unless you just like Sam Darnold and the other guy. You guys are terrible. You have to be terrible for them to still be looking at Baker Mayfield, according to reports. And like I said, man, I just want to know why is it that the Saints are not afforded the benefit of the doubt, but every other team gets the benefit of the doubt. Like the Rams get the benefit of the doubt, even though they lost a lot of players, man. We're not talking about it. The Rams lost a lot. They gained some players, but they lost a lot. The Saints actually retooled their defense, adding Tyrann Matthews, Marcus May into key prime safety positions. And they have other players that, I forgot my other guy's name. I'm not looking at my notes right now because I didn't want to go on this tangent, but the Saints had their offense is legit right now. If Michael Thomas comes back at 88%, meaning that he's not going to catch 140 balls, he's going to catch 99 balls and 1,200 yards receiving with 9 touchdowns. That's good. That's great considering that Landry's going to catch 88 balls with 1,100 yards receiving with 7 touchdowns, and Chris Olave is going to catch 885 balls with 8 touchdowns and 1,200 yards receiving. You know what I'm saying? Those are good numbers. So we will be okay with that. If Jameis Winston throws let's say he throws on the low side of 4,200 yards and 38 touchdowns, 11 picks. That's a Pro Bowl year. But on the high side, let's say he throws for 5,500 yards, 45 touchdowns, 13 picks. that's still a Pro Bowl year. So we have something to look forward to. The main thing, like I've been telling people, I crash the chats. I crash the chats in these Saints groups. I crash the chats when I post something and someone comes with something crazy. Listen, the biggest thing I hear people say all the time is the Saints look good, but we just worried about the quarterback. And I wish I had my buzzer up. I don't even have my stream up, my buzzer up to take this. But listen, the Saints' biggest fear this year is not quarterback, not Alvin Kamara's suspension, not Michael Thomas's one leg. It's not either of those. Not the defense. It's not rather not Dennis Allen coach. The Saints' biggest obstacle of this year will be maintaining a healthy roster for more than 15 games. If we can maintain a healthy roster for more than 15 games, we will be a playoff team and a Super Bowl contender. Bar none. There is no doubt about it. We have to stay healthy. I don't care what else goes on. If we are healthy, we will be in the playoff. Okay, but I'm going to get to the main story, the main reason why I wanted to do this podcast. I didn't vet this, so I'm not sure exactly if I'm going to agree or disagree, which is fine. Hey, what if I disagree? But I came across this YouTube video. And I want to play it just for a little bit, just so we can get an idea of if they have the same sentiments I have. I'm going to stop it, commentate, and keep going. But here we go. Hey, Odyssey.
I was talking about this. I can't remember who I was talking with. Can't say. The Saints have been so successful for so long now. They're now targeting, like the national media in particular are actively rooting. A lot of them are actively rooting for their demise. They want to see them because they've been so relevant for 16 years. So they're panning a lot of picks like Chris Olave, Trevor Penning. I'm not down on Trevor Penning. Mike, are you?
I'm not. Now, I do think he's a little bit of a work in progress as a pass protector for a couple reasons. One, he didn't face that big time guy every week like you're going to face in the NFL. You're going to be facing most of the time the top pass rusher for an opponent. When you're playing left tackle, that right defensive end or outside linebacker, that's who you're going to go up against.
Okay, now listen to that. I agree with those sentiments. Okay, I think we're like 55 seconds into a 6-minute video. I agree with those sentiments that the national media has found a way to discredit even the draft picks. Like, hey, we watched Chris Olave at Ohio State just demolish cornerbacks and safeties and coverages and just get open and run the crispest routes in college football. It was unanimously known by scouts, GMs, and everyone else that Chris Olave ran the best routes out of all of the top guys. He just ran the best routes. He wasn't the fastest, he wasn't the tallest or the biggest, but we knew he ran the best routes. And he just happened to run a 4.32 or 4.36. I can't remember. That number keeps changing. He happens to run a 4.36, which makes him fast. So if he's running these great routes and he's fast and he's smooth off the line, why are they discrediting him? Because he was drafted by the Saints. So they're not giving credence to the fact that Jameis Winston took a starting receiving core of Marquez Callaway. Drake Highsmith wasn't there until the game Jameis Winston got hurt, so we're not counting him. Deontay Hardy, formerly known as Deontay Harris, Kevin White, Chris Hogan, Kenny Stills. I'm missing someone. Lil Jordan, Humphreys. Him, that guy. Those were the receivers last year. I'm going to say this and I'm going to listen to me. None of those guys will start for Alabama right now. None of them. Callaway, I love Callaway. He's a great 3-4 receiver. He's great. He's not a 1-2. He's just not. On no team in the NFL should he be starting at 1-2. I love Deontay Hardy. I almost bought a Deontay Hardy jersey. Glad I didn't. Now that his name is Hardy instead of Harris, I would have had a Deontay Harris jersey. I love him because he gets open and he's a speed burner. And those of you that follow this channel know I play Madden, and I get upset because Madden has him at 90, 91 speed when he's clearly a 95, 96, 97 speed rated type guy. Madden. But if anyone that has any pull with EA and you come across this video, fix Deontay Hardy's speed, please. He cannot be a 91 speed guy when no one on defense can stand in front of him. Come on, man. Get a man to speed, man. He's not Tyreek Hill at 99. I get it. But he's definitely 96, 97. Let's stop playing Deontay Hardy. Okay, I went off on a tangent. Let's play this video.
Time they swing him around a little bit, but most of the time that's what's going to happen. Secondly,
Wait, okay, I'm going to go back to that. But just seeing Jameis out there throwing the ball makes me happy.
Him on tape, the guys that have given him problems have not been the 6'3", 6'4" guys with length. It's the little bitty dudes. It's the 5'11", 6-foot guys that leverage around him and get a hard inside move on him. Those are the guys that have given him more trouble than the bigger play. Now, listen, there ain't a lot of 6-foot guys in the National Football League that's playing defensive end. There's not a lot. There's a few, but not a lot of them. And I think his growth as a pass protector will tell you, will he start the season as a starter or not? And if he doesn't, James Hurst can fill in there until Penny gets it. But I'm not down on Trevor Penny. The one thing, I was impressed today with Chris Olave and the way he can run a route.
Come on.
Very smooth.
What did I just talk about? See, I didn't vet this video. I just came across my YouTube page, and I was like, you know what? That'd be good to kind of go over this with people that may view this video. I just talked about that, man. Chris Olave runs route like, remember those football people understand it. Chad Johnson, Chad Ochocinco, he runs routes, and it was to a point where defenders knew what he was going to do, but the fact that he ran the route so crisp and he planted his foot so perfectly that he got that separation. It wasn't those 10-yard separation like Tyreek Hill just running by. It was that I gave my quarterback a window to fit the ball in there because I got separation on my break. Those type of routes. That's what I'll let this finish, man.
He comes out of a cut and a break. Now, he hugs that sidelines a lot. He likes that sideline route. You can tell. And he did that at Ohio State, too. You're not asking him to go inside the...
Okay, I heard something just now. See, I'm not at OTA, so I'm not seeing what these guys are seeing. He said Chris Olave loves the sideline routes. Okay, this may get a little negative for some Saints fans who hate to hear anything. Jameis Winston has an issue throwing up the middle. He just does. I don't know what it is. It's like he does not see the middle linebacker or free safety that hovers over the middle. He has a trouble fitting the ball in through those. I know he's trying to hit those deep end routes, those 10 to 15 yard end routes, and the middle linebacker pick him off, or the free safety catch him on the skinny post, and he picks him off. And Jameis Winston has a problem, but Chris Olave likes going to the outside. Jameis Winston has no issues getting the ball to that outside. He can get it there, and he can get it there in a hurry. That's going to be big to watch throughout the year.
Make those catches. That's going to be Jarvis and Michael Thomas. But the one guy who stood out to me, other than Olave as a receiver, is Marquez Callaway.
Let's go, Callaway.
Twice on some back shoulder catches. Man, where he's made a lot of growth is using his size and sort of like a basketball forward, sort of spreading it out,
I like Callaway,
and then
man.
making the catch, where he's using his size and his length to go up and make a catch. I was impressed with him. He's also improved as a route runner coming out of that hard cut. I thought early on he was a guy that sometimes would come to a bit of a slowdown. Now when you watch it, he's very smooth and he doesn't lose that quickness, speed coming out of that break. So I was impressed today. What I saw out of Marquez Callaway and his growth as an NFL receiver
That's a lot.
and
12.
using his size and his
Callaway wore
length
12 2 years
to
ago.
make that catch. The one guy nationally, and I give him full credit, and he has given the Saints a lot of credit, that's Stephen A. Smith. When they signed Tyrann Mathieu, man, Stephen A. really went, man, that he's a big-time player. He said the same thing about Jarvis. That's really going to help. Now,
But
he did throw the Z-Lot,
no.
everything
Wait.
kind of bases on.
See, this is why I knew I would disagree with something because I always do. Stephen A. Smith sat there and said, when Tyrann Mathieu was signed, he said, "Okay, that's good. Keep going. I don't care. When I believe it was it Swagoo? I think it was was it Swagoo? I think it was Swagoo across from him. I'm not sure. I'll look for that and I'll clear that up. But Stephen A. was like, I don't care. I don't care. It's Drew Brees the quarterback. It's Drew Brees the quarterback. I don't care. It's Drew Brees. No, there's Jameis Winston. I don't care. Stephen A. Smith did not give us any credit for anything we did this year. He said that we're a below average team this year. We're not giving Stephen A. The person who gave us credit was the quarterback. Start with an O. I can't think of his name. The quarterback that started with an O. Let me find it. I'm not gonna find it. Let me find it while I'm listening. The quarterback.
The health of Jameis Winston, how well he can come around. Well, okay, everybody can figure that one out all by yourself. But he's the only guy, and I think because he does a lot of research, I think some of them you'd be shocked of their lack of research on what they're talking about and what they know on a particular team. It's a hot take because if you watch certain shows, you know what it's all about?
The hot take.
Cowboys, Lakers, LeBron. That's all they want to talk about.
That's the only guy I remember outside of Swagoo and Max. I think Max Kellerman. Jay Will, and no, he didn't. He was not there. I'm keeping notes. I know. I might not think of your name as I'm podcasting, but I remember what you were saying. Jay Will, no. Swagoo, yes. Dan Orlovsky was on there, and he was saying he would pick the Saints to beat Tampa Bay and to win the division. So shout out to Dan Orlovsky. Max Kellerman was wishy-washy, but you can see he wanted to make that pick as well. So no, Stephen A. Smith did not. I need a bigger word. I need a Stephen A. word. I disagree. I don't have a bigger word right now, but I disagree with what this guy is saying. I think it's that.
Baker Mayfield. Man, what Baker Mayfield is irrelevant today at this point.
That's right.
In the National Football League. But every time you switch on certain channels, those 4 topics, I guarantee you 3 of them are talked about. As soon as they open up the shows. I mean, come on. You got to get off of that a little bit. Because that, to me, as a fan, just listening, if I'm traveling, man, I don't want to hear that. Who does a good job? Dan Orlovsky. Man, I tell you what, Dan does a real good job breaking teams down, and I can tell he does his homework.
Yeah.
But I give Stephen A. Smith a lot of credit.
I do not give Stephen A.
He has
Smith
given the
no
Saints
credit at all.
This offseason a lot more credit than most of the national guys.
No, he did not.
Oh, my goodness. The Saints are going to fall apart. No Sean Payton. Who knows what's going to happen with Jameis Winston? Well, listen, I got a 3-year-old granddaughter that could maybe make those comments. But have you done your research on how good this team was defensively last year? You're getting Will Lutz back as a place kicker. And how good their special teams. If Michael Thomas can come back healthy, you throw in Mathieu and Landry and Olave being the deep threat. Now, offensive line, health there, and Jameis is going to be the question mark. But national guys, you find out very quickly, most of them don't do a lot of research.
Oh, by the way, they have their agendas as well. They just do.
Shout out to those guys, man. Who is that? Let me see if I can find their name. Christian Garrick and Mike Detlier. WWL Sports, Saints Pelicans, and LSU Tiger News. So shout out to those guys for that. I wanted to share that because I was looking at that and that came across my YouTube. So I said, hey, let's dig into it. So I wanted to put a little emphasis on that. But no, Stephen A. Smith is not a fan of where the Saints are going right now. He's one of the Jameis Winston haters. He's not a optimistic guy or pessimistic. He's a hater. He doesn't understand that Jameis Winston has been in the league 8 years, and only 2 of those years have he thrown over 15 interceptions. He's not what they're trying to make him out to be. He's only that way because he's in the Saints uniform, and the fact that the Saints didn't do what they expected the Saints to do is to go after a golden boy such as a Baker Mayfield or a Jimmy Garoppolo. Those are golden boys in the league that don't really have. Well, Baker Mayfield is ruined that now. He's in the Jameis Winston category where people don't really, the national media wants him to be somewhere, but the normal fan, they're like, I'm sick of Baker, man, because he's not showing himself as a teammate. If I was Baker Mayfield, and this is me as my character as a person, I would take my $18 million. I would go to OTAs and I would be like, Coach, we had a rough off season. Owner, we had a rough off season. Listen, until you guys are able to move me, I'm going to be here to make sure that if just in case Deshaun Watson can't go, I'll be ready. But I'm the backup. I'm here to support Deshaun. Let's get it. I'm making $18 million. What am I complaining about? Yes, I want to be a starter. Right now, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Jameis Winston had to do that for 2 years behind Drew Brees. And when Drew Brees got hurt, Sean Payton decided to put Taysom Hill in the game while Jameis Winston was there. As you all know, I will never. Sean Payton is one of my favorite people, not just coaches. But I think when you're that smart and you're that good, sometimes you overthink yourself. I believe that's why we as an organization are taking the Saints where we are right now, where we realize that, you know what, Sean was drafting those 3rd, 4th round wide receivers, making them stars, drafting these, he would go up and get a defensive tackle or a defensive end in the 1st round pick that had a 2nd and 3rd round ranking, and he would grab Davenport, he would grab Peyton Turner. But this year we grabbed Chris Olave, who was a 1st round talent by all stretch of the imagination. Trevor Penny, who was a 1st, and some people had him as a 2nd round talent. I gotta admit that, but he had a 1st round grade for the majority of scouts. Sean Payton wasn't doing it. Sean Payton rarely grabbed someone who had the grade. He graded them high. Other people was like, who's this guy? When we drafted Davenport, we all were upset. We drafted Peyton Turner, we all were upset. The last pick Sean Payton drafted in the 1st round that I think we all were happy about was, let's see, who were we happy about? That was a 1st round pick. I think Lattimore. I think we drafted Lattimore late in the 1st, and we were kind of happy about that. I think that's the last one that I remember, 2017. But yeah, so right now we have, it seems like Dennis Allen and our management team, they're on the same page that the Saints have a window right now where Cam Jordan, who's getting old, longer than 2, he lost a step. We don't want to say it because Cam still had a semi-Pro Bowl lead. I think he made the Pro Bowl by default. He came on late with some sacks. That last schedule, those last teams, that's why I was telling people, Jameis Winston could have made the Pro Bowl. We went 5-2 while playing Tampa Bay. At the end of our schedule, we had 2 Falcons games, 1 more Panther game, 1 Jets game, 1 Dolphins game. That's 5 winnable games for Jameis where he could have had 2 to 3 touchdowns in each of those games where he would have assured himself a Pro Bowl year. He had 14 touchdowns. Add, say, 6 more just in those 5 games. That would have been a 20 touchdown year by just, or let's say if he had 1 touchdown in each of those games, he would have had 20 touchdowns. So come on, man. Man, listen. I get tired of defend Jameis so much. I was like, I want him to succeed. So I'm trying not to be overly optimistic. I want to look at the numbers. And the numbers saying that we have a good guy, good teammate, good quarterback that can take us somewhere. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he does this year. I'm looking forward to seeing Mike T. I edited a video of Mike T running to the Who That Nation Sports Group page. And they told me, hey, that's fake. But I got it off of Mike T's Instagram story. So, hey, If Mike Thomas is posting pictures of someone else running on his page, he's using the stunt double to run, then we have an issue. But I appreciate those of you that watch and comment later on. I wish we can get these live numbers up. I'm going to do more. I'm going to create some more things, some more sound, some more stuff, and get this channel going. But football season is dying. Basketball season right now, we got the Golden State Warriors who are going to the finals. Shout out to Chef Curry, man. That guy is one of those people that don't get the credit he deserves. Chef Curry should be talked about in the top 10 to 15 players, but right now, he's just not getting the credit he deserves. So we're looking forward tonight. We're going to watch. I believe Boston's going to take it tonight. I think that the injury to Tyler Hero and PJ Tucker's not showing it, but he's hurt. He's been running around trying to guard Tatum, and he's gotten hurt. He's hurt. So if Miami had to rely on Oladipo and Duncan Robinson to score points, that's just not enough, man. Tatum and Brown, they're just too good. And those role players like Williams, Gary Williams or Grant Williams, I can't remember his exact first name. That guy he's another splash brother. He rarely misses shots or 3-point shots. Marcus Smart is a hooper. He's one of those guys one of those Draymond, Pat Bev type guys, but he's better than Pat Bev with the same IQ as like a little less than a Draymond, but he's a guard. So every team wants a Marcus Smart. So I like them tonight over the Heat. Yeah, and that's about it. Oh yeah, before I go, we'll talk about the LSU Tiger quarterback race. What do you guys think about that? I know everyone don't want Mettenberger. Not Mettenberger. My goodness, I say Mettenberger. Listen, I'm not fully why did I say Mettenberger? My man Mettenberger didn't get a fair shot in the league. He didn't get a fair shot in the league, but we're looking forward to seeing who's going to win that quarterback race in LSU. We're looking forward. Hey, Zion said that he's healthy. He's got medically cleared to play and to come back and play some basketball. So let's see if he comes back next season without any minutes restrictions. So what else we're looking at? We're watching with the Zach LaVine watch is on. Will he leave Chicago? I think he should not, but I think that DeRozan came in and stole his thunder. So these young guys don't want to build; they want their own swag. So I think he may leave, but he shouldn't. Is Lonzo Ball damaged goods? LeVar Ball said he's damaged goods, so I don't know if he's gonna come back right. Oh man, Chet Holmgren, I like him. I probably weigh more than him, and he's about a foot taller than me. But, man, I like that guy's swagger and attitude. But listen, guy. I might come back later with some more OTA news. Shout out to Honey Badger, man. Shout out to the guy that's back in the building who's not missing a step. Fan favorite, Smoke Monday. The guy can ball. Will he make the team? He's going to be cutting it short because he won't get any playing time this year. But he can ball, so I hope he makes a special team, and even if they got to move him to like a flex linebacker. Alontae Taylor, I like your swag, guy. I like your swag. I like that you want to compete. I think our cornerbacks are settled from 2 starters and nickel guy. I think they're settled. But I like that you want to compete and you think that you can take a spot. So go out there and take a spot, young man. Who else are we looking at? What are you going to – Traquan Smith? Dude, we're going through OTAs. We're talking about receivers, and you were one of the guys that we expected to go into the next level with. You're just not doing it, man. So we'll see how that works out. I got someone here. They're at the crib. So I'm going to sign off. It's your boy, Uncle L, and we're out. I feel that black and gold going back.